Hi, and welcome back. Today, we're gonna be making a Bkdk cake to celebrate 15,000 on TikTok. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of filming for 15 minutes, and then my phone deleted the footage. But we're back. Today, we're gonna be using this Pillsbury white cake mix, and we're gonna be kind of bad and not follow the instructions on the back. So, actually, this cake is for Kachan. I'm gonna profess my love to him with it. I'm gonna make it green and orange, because that's kind of our colors. Now that our butter is all mixed together and soft, we're gonna add 1 1/4 cup of milk, even though this says water. Like I said, I'm kind of bad. Baking tips with Deku, guys. If you want a box cake to taste a little bit more homemade, instead of oil, use butter. And instead of water, use milk. I normally bake things from scratch, but I was not about to spend that much money on this. Sorry. For frosting, I bought this Pillsbury white frosting. Normally I would make my own, but I'm not doing that today. So, until then, until I need this, we're actually gonna pop it in the fridge and firm it up a little bit. Cause, I kinda like it hard. We need to grab 4 eggs. Whoa, this egg is green, like my hair. We're twins. One for all, full cowling, 100%. That was kinda hard. Now, we're gonna pour that egg white into the bowl. Now for our second egg. 100%. 1 second. I'm gonna, sorry about that. I'm gonna actually grab a separate bowl for the egg. For the eyeball of the egg. This thing. We're just gonna sift it in between our hands like this. I'm just waiting for that part to go. It deleted my footage again. But now we mixed in the rest of the eggs. And now we're gonna mix in the rest of the powder. We're gonna go in slow and steady increments. We're actually gonna do this by hand mixing because I'm pretty strong. You see that? You see that? Come here. Sorry about that. Anyway, we're just gonna keep on mixing this until all of our dry ingredients are mixed with the wet ingredients. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Whoopsie. I kinda spilt. Now we're gonna mix in the rest of the powder. But be careful to overmix, because then your cake will end up too dense. Now that our cake mix is done, we're gonna take 2 round 8-inch pans. Now we're gonna get some parchment paper. One for all. Full cowling. 1,000,000%. What the Sigma? We're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. I don't say it enough, but you guys are kind of poggers. Ooh. And we're gonna finish cutting out these circles. Was that real? Now we're gonna put this back before I drop it again. So we back in the lines, waving our pickaxe from side to side, side to side. Baby, tonight, Bkdk slime, Bkdk slime, Bkdk slime. Bkdk slime, Bkdk slime, Bkdk slime. Got the green paint, got the orange paint, put it in your face, let it drip straight. Anyway. What was that? I don't know what happened there. It must be the acts of some evil quirk and some evil villains. Oh, one for all. Oh, Kelly. Dropped on me. Tastes great, Kachan. Now for a good precautionary measure, we're actually gonna spray this too. Excuse me. So now we're actually gonna start pouring our batter into our cake pans, filling it at about an inch. Now we're just gonna wait for this to I might have overmixed it. Now that both of our cake pans are evenly distributed, we just gotta wait for the oven to finish preheating. Don't try this at home, kids. But, I've been a bad girl. I did some bad things. I swear I did it all for fun and it meant nothing. I was a wild child. It was a secret. Like when a tree falls in a forest, no one hears it. I'm eating cake batter. Don't try this at home. So, my initial plan was to, dye it green and orange. But I kind of forgot. Really quick, before it's too late, I'm gonna add in some rainbow sprinkles because me and Kachan are kind of gay. And, now I get to eat the cream. I'm gonna be kind of bad and throw away the spoon instead of washing it. Because this is from Menchie's. Kachan likes to take me there for dates sometimes. He's such a sweetheart. He's my puppy. He's just so skibbity. He's got that riz. Now we're gonna pop these into the oven. Now that that's baking, I'm actually gonna clean up a little bit. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I've washed my mixing bowl, we're actually gonna start on the icing. So now we get to take it out from the fridge. One for all. Full Calming. 1,000,000%. We're actually gonna whip this and see if we can get more icing out. This looks kind of familiar. Okay, so I think I got as much of it out as I can. Excuse me. And we're just gonna whip it. I would do it by hand, but I don't have an elephant whisk right now. Kind of lost mine. If you know what that means, I fuck with you hard. I only fuck with Kachan. Okay, so I found my hand mixer, but I can't find the actual mixer part. I found him. Silly Kachan never puts things in the right place. And now, time to whisk. Time to mix. Now I'm actually gonna add a little bit of powdered sugar so that way it forms stiff peaks instead of no peaks. Okay, so now that I have 2 separate bowls of icing, I'm gonna color them. So first, I'm gonna mix in the green for Deku. That's me, by the way. If you... Sounds like the cakes are done. That's me if you couldn't tell. Very quickly, gonna get the rest of the icing off of the mixer and then, go from there. Baka. So, since this cake is unbelievably boring, seeing as both things are vanilla, I'm gonna take this lemon and zest a little bit of it into my green icing. Just to give it a little bit of flavor, you know? Okay, so the icing and cakes are done. So now, we just have to let these cool. So, what we're gonna do now is get this little doohickey and take the cakes out of the cake pans. Wow, would you look at that? It's been about 2 hours now, and the cakes are cooled, so that means we can finally decorate. Now I'm just gonna get my green frosting. This is the icing with the lemon in it. And then I'm just gonna smooth it out with this little butter knife thing. Now I'm gonna put this other cake back on top. And this is where the fun begins. Now we're gonna get our orange frosting and just put that absolutely everywhere. I'm gonna actually grab this smoothing tool, or bench scraper, as the bakers call it. Sato would know. He's cool like that. Now we're actually gonna take our green frosting and start adding decorations to it. So we're gonna start on the bottom. This might take a while. Boom. Kind of melting, so I kind of have to go quicker. But now I'm working on the top. I'm just gonna do a bunch of little swirls. Don't have enough icing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little knife and kind of use that to shape the letters. And I'll dot my I with a heart and everything. Anyway, here's the finished cake. Here's the cake. That's B and I. Bakugo plus Izuku. Forever. Here's a better angle of the cake. B plus I with a little heart. Cut into it. So I'm just gonna... Ooh, I got too far. Whoopsie. It's kind of hard. Still. Let me just... Whoa. You see that? That's a proclamation of love. For you, Kachan. All for you. Now for the taste test. I really want to try the icing, because I've never used zest of a lemon in my icing before. Kind of tastes like Fruit Loops. Because me and Kachan are fruity. Whoa. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you again for 15K. I love you, but not more than I love Kachan.